Outbreak Island, the survival game that's like a mix of something like Outlast, The Forest and typical survival fare, has released a brand new devlog, and it's an interesting one. It seems to have got some sort of paid actor to do the voiceover, so forgive it if it sounds a little bit odd, but there is some good info here. So I'm going to actually let it play, then give you my thoughts and feelings about where this game is going. It is scheduled for release later on this year, it's been in development a while, and I've been keeping you guys up to date, so let's go.
Hello everyone, we are Tiny Magician Studio, and this is a devlog about our upcoming game, Outbreak Island. Today we're going to talk about what makes our game unique compared to other survival sims, show some basic gameplay, and talk about the creation and development of the dynamic open world in Outbreak Island. In the game, you will have to survive as a detective. Hunting and farming are at your service for saving your own life. And don't forget about the sleep. There is a tent for this purpose in the game. The campfire is not just a source of light, but also a tool for cooking. You can also pass the time on this scary island quite comfortably around the campfire. By the way, the nights in Outbreak Island are very beautiful, but dangerous, and a couple of bullets are obviously not enough to survive them. This is the point at which Outbreak Island deviates from other survival sims. One of the detective's main survival tools is his camera. You can use flash to blind the mysterious transformed and escape. Plus, a tripod will help you remotely observe what's going on and even hunt. The in-game island is not only about nature, but also an abandoned city, factories, farms, and military bases. Exploring these places is not an easy task, as useful items are sometimes hidden in unexpected places. The weather in Outbreak Island is constantly changing. It can go from a calm, clear day to a wild storm. Don't forget to find shelter. And by the way, check out how the sound changes if you go indoors. We're also happy to tell you that in Outbreak Island, you can travel not only on foot, but also by car. Since we're talking about the island as a whole, it's really big and varied in the game. Mountains, forests, hills, glades, and caves. We pay great attention to visuals everywhere, not only natural, but also man-made. Buildings and rooms look as if they were really inhabited by people once. That's it for today. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to add Outbreak Island to your wishlist on Steam. We'll have more news on the game's release and development progress soon. Thanks, and see you around.
So there we go, an interesting choice. Yeah, so we've caught up a lot with this. I've given a few videos talking about blogs and stuff showing game development. They came out, I think, last year with a free demo around October time. I showed you guys some gameplay where it was basically inside a building and you had to escape these guys. Now that trailer didn't really, I think, do the game enough justice. It obviously showed the core mechanics and it did feel a bit more like Outlast, trying to escape these sort of monsters or zombie-like men while you're running around just one particular building. So the open world is really the selling point here as well. One thing I've got to say though is how useful is some of this stuff going to be? Are we really going to be utilising that camera in a great way and the tripods to hunt and stuff? Or is it going to be a gimmick that most players ignore? That's the kind of answers we'll hope to see once we get a full release or maybe even a beta. The camp stuff looks great. Being able to placeables and have like some sort of base building element in it, I think is a good compromise instead of full-blown building huge massive castles. And I've got to say though, I'm still a bit concerned about the enemies. We've seen again and again now it's the same enemy type, and it was in the demo as well. So I'm really hoping they'll flesh this out. Of course it will be early access, but I do want to see more than just these strange dudes in gas masks. But for sure the lighting looks great, the world looks like it's got a lot of atmosphere in it as well, and all the different locations to go seems like it's going to flesh out a big experience. It is going to be a single player game and I don't mind that too much. I don't think everything has to be multiplayer always. But certainly if it's got a big enough world, it does feel like that could present an opportunity for that. Obviously it's quite cool getting a car and being able to travel across the world like that as well. And I reckon the detective elements, if we really are going to be investigating, maybe solving like puzzle elements, not just environmental puzzles with the parkour, but actually maybe, you know, finding 3 different pictures, maybe ripped up and then putting them together to give a better picture of a location of where to go. Stuff like that I'd be interested in. All the other mechanics are there: crafting, placeables, growing your own crops and stuff, and of course hunting deer and other wildlife. It is going to have underwater swimming sequences as well by the looks of things, as that's a major part. I think that the plane crashes in the water and you've got to go investigate that as well. It does look like they've been doing a lot of work on revamping the graphics and any of the assets they originally had. So there we go, that was posted only a couple of days ago. I'll be keeping tabs on it, and yeah, it's meant to release some point later on this year. As always, I'll keep you guys in the loop of any new developments for Outbreak Island. Until then, laters ratbags.